This is a Lamborghini. It is a Gallardo. It is the LP 560/4, which means it is longitudinal posterior, which I only found out today, by the way. 560 gives you the denomination of the amount of horsepower in this car, so it's 560 horsepower /4, meaning it's got the four-wheel drive system as well. Now, we've done Lamborghinis before and we've done Gallardos before, but just to let you know, these are the last of the Gallardos that will ever be made. There's only a couple left in South Africa where you can get one, okay? And you can only get them here at the Imperial Collection, because they're going to be changed and replaced by the Huracan, which is going to be coming later on this year. So, if you want one of the last Lamborghini Gallardos, this is the one that I would suggest you get. This one is beautifully spec'd. It's got every single thing that you want in a Lamborghini. It's got the power, it's got the sound. Look at it in beautiful white. It's the new spec. Look at the way that it's designed. It is true Lamborghini, and it's impressively fast. So we mentioned longitudinal posterior meaning towards the back. Of course, it's a mid-engined Lamborghini, mid-engine supercar. This is the magnificent 6.2 litre V10 560 horsepower unit that you get in this car. It sounds incredible, as you'll hear just now. It goes beautifully. It's magnificently engineered. It is a true supercar in the true sense of the word. And of course, you got the badge as well, Lamborghini. Something very, very special about it as well. I think let's go and drive it. This is the Lamborghini LP 564, the Gallardo. One of the very few that are left in the country, because of course it's going to be replaced by the Huracan, but still a magnificent car. I've always only ever had one problem with the Lamborghini Gallardo, and that is that the interior space is just too cramped for me. I'm a pretty skinny kind of guy, so me sitting in the car is not really too much of an issue, but I think for people who are a little bit bigger and taller, it does become a bit of an issue. But when you hear that, that's not really an issue. And you just say, well, I'd rather be a little bit uncomfortable or maybe go on a diet. What a car. I remember when these first came out, they were under the ownership of Audi. Everyone said, well, are they going to dilute it? What's going to happen? And they turned out to be the most successful Lamborghini ever built. And that's not just purely because they went out and aggressively marketed. They built a really, really good car. This is still a magnificent car. With only a few of them left, if you have the money, I would suggest you get one, because it is definitely a collector's car. Amazing thing about Lamborghinis of today, modern Lamborghinis, is that you can actually see stuff. You can see out of the side mirrors, you can see out of the rear view mirror, you can actually see cars behind you, etc, etc. In the old days, the old Lamborghinis, you couldn't see a thing, which maybe added to its character, but nowadays, well, we got like 50 times the amount of people on the road. Let's see what this baby can do. My goodness gracious. Just magnificent. Great gearbox now. I mean, this is the latest generation Lamborghini Gallardo and the last generation. So I mean, this is now perfect. And yeah, worth it, that's for sure. 3.85 million rand, so it's not cheap, but that's what supercars cost nowadays. So it's not as though you're going, wow, gee whiz, that's a lot of money. This is what these kind of cars cost. So grin it, bear it, take your hand from your wallet, give it a go. lot of power. Berkey over here getting quite excited at the rush. It's definitely one of those where you need the Daisy Double D boob cam. Got all of the contraptions, sat nav, Bluetooth, I mean all of the luxuries that you would find in a normal kind of car, which, you know, I think sometimes people feel as though supercars get a little bit spoilt with all of the electronics that they do have. But you know, these are essential for any kind of motoring. These supercars, one can drive every single day. They're not supercars of old where you could only drive it on the weekend because it's a bit more uncomfortable and it's hair raising to drive. These you drive every day. This is like a normal car for a lot of people. So to have all of these electronics as accessories, I think is very, very cool. Just over the speed limit. Beautiful sounding car. Magnificent. This car's only got 1,200 kilometers on the clock. 3,850,000 rand can be yours. If you got the money, spoil yourself. Maybe you get one of those half yearly bonuses. Driving it in sport modes, it's slightly harder suspension now. Great brakes. Beautiful. I must say, the more I drive a Gallardo, the more that I really, really appreciate it. It's a magnificent piece of engineering, beautifully designed. Really looking forward to the replacement that'll come. But this to me is still one of the classic cars that has been made in the last 10, 15 years. You see? See, this is why you can have fun in expensive cars, because people love them. And yes, you may look like a little bit of a chop to other people, but hey, it's your car. Do what you want.